A live image here in Moscow. You see this polling center as people head to the polls for this presidential election underway in Russia this hour. There are 8 candidates that are vying for the top spot. Fair to say the Russian President Vladimir Putin, though, is by far the lead contender.
He is expected to easily win re-election after 18 years in power. He is already Russia's longest-serving leader since Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin. CNN is live in Moscow. Our senior international correspondent Matthew Chance following the election from the polls, and CNN contributor Jill Doherty is there to give us further context. First to you, Matthew, there at the polling place. No one questions who will win this election. It's non-democratic. So from your vantage point, are voters enthusiastic?
Well, I mean, look, the feeling before this, or the concern amongst the Kremlin officials before this voting day, was that there was a lot of apathy in the country, simply because the democratic choice in Russia is let's say, not very broad. There are 8 candidates, and there's a picture of them here on this board where you can see in this voting station. These are the 8 candidates, but there's only one who's a real contender, Vladimir Putin, there right in the middle of this poster. It gives some biographical details about him. He was born in 1952. It says here that he also has 13 bank accounts containing a total of about $240,000 US. He has a flat in St. Petersburg, a garage, and 3 Russian cars. And so it's giving a bit of biographical information about all the various different candidates. Apathy was a concern, but Vladimir Putin himself came out on national television a couple of days ago, appealed to people to make their voices heard. And at least in this voting station in the centre of Moscow, people are responding. I mean, it's obviously quite buoyant, quite busy, very busy, in fact, at the moment in this polling station. People are coming out to cast their ballots, but we're going to see what the nationwide turnout is to try and get a better assessment of just how enthusiastic people are in this country for what would be a 4th term as president for Vladimir Putin. And given, of course, the main opposition figure in this country, Alexei Navalny, has not been permitted to stand in the election. He has a criminal conviction which he says was politically motivated to prevent him from standing in this ballot. But we want to get a sense of just how much enthusiasm there is through the turnout in the election nationwide for this presidential election in Russia.